I did 46 credits within 3 semesters. And
Oh my
that's
God.
like 1 year ago at this month, like at June. I would never believe I was going to do that within 1 year. But here I am. And
Yeah.
the semester I joined the program, it was the second semester. And because I have been going through a lot of stuff in my family, you already know I discussed all the things during the video calls. I missed a lot of video calls, you already know, because I was busy, and during that time I was at school. But during all the calls that I was able to join, I enjoyed them so much. And I can say that during those hard days with school and with family problems, the only thing that gave me peace and comfort was the time when I have to do those video calls. So I always, when I finish those calls, when I closed the Zoom call, I was always with greater energy, happier. And I always, when we had those calls, I was in my basement, and when we finished those, I always comes in the floor when my husband stays, and he was like, "Okay, you look different. Like, you look happier." I was like, "I am, and I am so happy I joined this program, because this gives me more hope that tomorrow morning, when I'm going to do the meditation, when I'm going to read what is the day that what I have to practice this day, it gives me more hope that I'm going to feel better." And for sure, during the first time I started the program, because I was extremely busy, I couldn't do my best on the program. But later on, I was able to finish everything. And once in a while, every time I feel tired or stressed, I go through the meditation again, through the meditation that helped me the most. The one that I really like is the one that allows me to feel everything that I'm just feeling, and let it go. Because
Mhm.
during my hard time of anxiety, I had a lot of intrusive thoughts. You already know that. And allowing those thoughts to experience those without fearing them, it was the best thing to make me feel calm after that. And the other thing that I am going to say that it really, really helped me is the part when I had to just control what I'm thinking, on the way that just analyzing what thoughts are going to help me and what thoughts are not helpful, and trying to not give attention or power to those thoughts that are not going to help me, is very, very, very important. And if the clients that are being part of the program or are planning to be, from my experience, this is the best thing that you can do every day, every moment during the day. That, like, we have a lot of thoughts, okay, and we cannot control everything that comes up, but we can control what is going to let us uh, uh, just make us overwhelmed. We can control what can make our day easier. So just avoiding the thoughts. Okay, just think about, right now I'm just being, for example, I'm just giving a simple example. I am trying to apply for a lot of scholarships, because I have a really great GPA. My GPA is 3.96. I just got one B during all these classes. That B. But anyways,
That's incredible, though. That is so amazing.
this program helped me a lot. I can say that with 100%. I'm sure that it gives me a lot of more confidence. I knew I had the flame within me to be the best, but you need something to fire it up, and this helped me for sure. But the example I was going to give is, I got $8,000 scholarship from the school, and I'm expecting to get more. That's not enough, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to talk to them all the time, and that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on what I want to do, not just thinking about, okay, what if this doesn't happen, where this goes bad. No, I'm just trying to avoid all those thoughts and just focus on what I want, because that's what I have been doing, and I achieved more than I expected. So one simple example, because I'm just skipping that all the time because I want to talk a lot. And so applying to a lot of scholarships, out, like, even out of school and stuff. And all the time I'm being anxious, like, I'm not going to get the scholarship. And when I have those thoughts, those just bring my confidence down. And I'm like, okay, this thought doesn't help me. This thought is not helpful, and I have to focus on just believing on myself that this is going to happen. And the more I focus on the positive thoughts, the more I avoid the thoughts that I'm not going to help me. It gives me more confidence and assurance that this is going to happen. What I'm dreaming, what I'm aiming to achieve is going to happen. And this is a simple example, but I do this with even with my emotional feelings when I have days that I don't feel good. And also just thinking of what I have achieved so far, it just gives me hope again, and just doesn't let me being stressed and crying and just don't do like what I have to do during the day. It helps me to keep going. And stress is unavoidable during this time, like these hard times the world is going on with the COVID-19 situation. And this has been really crazy lately. But you know what I have thinking, like the people who experience anxiety the most are those who are familiar with how it is to feel overexcited all the time, overwhelming all the time. And during this situation, I have been trying to appreciate more, because when you accept the anxiety, that's the part when the healing starts. You have to accept it. You have to accept it. If you fight it back, you will never win over it. And I'm like, when I have to talk to other people who maybe during the basic days they don't experience a lot of anxiety, and during the COVID situation it seems crazy, I'm the first one to give advices to them. And it made me feel like, okay, it's not that bad to have anxiety. And there are times when you can help others more than you think. So the only thing, and I have always trying to see the positive part of COVID-19 situation, because I had a lot of classes. I also started working. It was crazy. I can say I had 6 classes and started working full time, and my training was full time. I didn't have time to sleep. I didn't have time for nothing. But then the COVID-19 situation started. I was stuck at home. All the classes were online. That was really helpful to me. So I just focused on what I wanted to do during that semester, and everything went perfectly fine. So in every time that you are experiencing something bad, there is always something good that you have to be positive. There's always a bad side and a good side. Just focus on the good side, and that is going to grow. And I can say that before the program, I was not going to talk this way. You already know how stressed I was. I was not this confident, but now I am. And I'm so glad I joined the program. I'm so glad, and I really miss those calls, and I'm so happy to be back when the video calls are going to start again.
Yeah, and I'm so excited that you will be able to come back, and I'm just so glad that you've noticed these shifts, because I do remember like when we first chatted before you joined, and just there was so much going on with family, with school, with stress and anxiety and all of those intrusive thoughts. And I remember just being like, okay, it's not going to happen overnight, but like we can get there. And it's all about what you're giving your power to, and being able to uncover some of these things that are like the root causes. So I'm just like so excited and so proud of you for sticking to it, because I know that there was a lot of struggle and setbacks throughout it, and it wasn't an easy road. But to see like what you've achieved and where you are now, and just how much lighter you feel, and knowing that you have meditations, or you have the classroom, and now you have those group calls still to fall back on anytime you need.
That's what I was going to say. The fact that sometimes because to be realistic, there are moments, when you just can't control the stress, and I'm like, okay, I can do the program again, and that gives me, I'm excited about that. So because there are a lot of programs, I'm not going to talk about like mindset shifting. There are a lot of programs like workout programs. I'm also being part of a workout program when I'm achieving my weight goal. That's another thing that I'm doing constantly. Keeping the right diet and exercising every day. It's not easy to follow a workout the way it should with an instructor, it's not easy at all. I never tried that before, but I'm stuck at it. Like I'm doing that every day.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. My phone is off. So I'm workouting every day, and I'm just very close to my weight goal. So that's another thing I am achieving. And if you have self-confidence, you can do everything. And this program will really help you. And I know a lot of people are going to see this video, and I just really, really suggest it. And okay, so I can't wait until the end of the call, but my sister is going to join the program. So she's ready to join the program. And she told me, I was like, I'm going to have a video call with Kara about my experience. She's like, okay, let her know I'm going to join the program. I'm going to buy the program. And I'm like, okay, I will tell her. And she
Oh.
just told me.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. I've been messaging with her a little bit on Instagram, and when she first messaged, I was like, "You look a lot like Alina." I was like, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm her twin," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Oh,
Yeah,
but that is so exciting. Oh my gosh.
decided
And
to join the program.
yeah, and I was thinking, like, especially now that you guys as graduates are having continued access to the calls, and just like it would be really cool for her because
Yeah.
you supported her a lot through it. Like, even as you were working through the program and like making your own shifts, I know you were still chatting with her and trying to help her
True.
get better and feel better. And so now the fact that like she's going to join and work through it, and then you guys both can like continue working and building together.
Oh, I just that's going to be amazing. I just already know that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that makes my heart feel so good.
She just told me like some minutes before we started this call. So I am just thinking right now about the video calls, like going. I'm just going to go through the program again with her. I'm going, just as I said to you before, like yesterday when we were chatting, I told you that I'm thinking to do the program again. So I'm gonna do when she's going to join. So I'm so excited. I don't know, I'm excited. I will
Yeah.
see what she's going to bring, but just like always, she's going to feel better. I'm sure about that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And
Okay.
just like really, really proud of you for all that you've done. And thank you for like jumping on here to chat and share with me everything that's been going on. And it's so nice to see you again and connect with you.
Thank you so much. We used to have done this video like since when I finished it, but like when we finished the video calls, I had some other weeks I was not finished yet because during the school, and I was just a little bit behind. But what I recommend to the new people that are going to join is that try to stick with the program, giving priority to yourself, even though the day can be very stressful, a lot of work, a house, kids. I don't know what you have in your personal life, but like everyone has a busy life, like even during this time. So no matter what, you give yourself 30 minutes in the morning to do the meditation, to read through the program that you have that day, what the program suggests to practice that day, what the program suggests to release that day. Because during the situation when I was very, very stressful about the family stuff going on, like everyone has problems and school and work and everything, sometimes I just was very I felt, because during that time I can say I was very stressful, and I was like, okay, I was not giving the right time to myself some days. That's why I was behind with the program. But just don't do that, because the more you stick with it, the more constant you are, the sooner you are going to see results, and you sooner you are going to see a shift in yourself for the better, and mindset shift. So just do that, stick with it, and you are going to feel better every day,
Mm-hmm.
especially at the end of the 12 weeks. That's what I suggest.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I agree. And I think that's like so beautifully said, because even the part about giving yourself that time, like, because everyone's got a busy life, everyone's got stresses of some kind, and a million things that they feel like they should be doing, and so then we don't take the time for ourselves.
Right.
But just having that little bit of time in the morning like sets up everything and really allows the changes to happen.
Because and a last thing, what I have noticed is it's not because of all the despite of all the programs is helpful and what you're going to achieve through the program, but it teaches you the fact that you have to give time to yourself. Doing that thing constantly every day in the morning for 12 weeks is going to shift the part of focusing on yourself more, even when you're going to finish the program. It gives you the understanding that if you give time to yourself, if you allow yourself to feel better, everything around you shifts. Everything around you shifts. So that is going to become a habit. That's another thing that is very positive doing this program, focusing on yourself and helping yourself. So that's why it's really important to stick with it every day, so you are going to achieve that habitual the sooner, like the more constant you are, the sooner you're going to achieve it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because that's what I missed some days, and some days become a week and become 2 weeks, and that's what I suggest on that. All the new clients not do that, because even for work, even for that, as I said, I'm doing the workout and there are days when I have skipped the workout. Everything is an excuse. If it's something that you have to do for yourself, even working out, even working with your mental health, working, I don't know, trying to keep a particular diet, but doing that you have to cook, like you have to wake up earlier to do the cooking, you have to have the right time. If it's something that has to do with becoming a better in yourself, about yourself, just do it, just stick with it. There's no excuse if you want to become better, but you have to do that every day, as I said, in order to be a habit. So
yeah, totally. It's all about learning to prioritize yourself and
right,
like
right.
yeah,
That's the point.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing this call and jumping on. It's like it's so great to chat with you.
Thank you so much, Kira, and just thank you so much for the program. And I just wish you all the best and all your goals with the program and everything you are working on to become true, and to you to feel proud of those. Because I know you are proud of me right now, and I am so glad and proud I was part of the program too. So thank you.
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
best.
Oh, thank you. I like you've warmed my heart listening to everything and just seeing
I know I
like
can see that, and I'm so
yeah.
happy.
Seeing how far you've come and it's really cool and it is just the beginning and I love that you're continuing to make time for yourself, whether it's like working out and health and fitness goals or like jumping back into the program and having that. So I know that even with going back and getting your master's now, like you're going to have such a solid foundation of being able to balance and prioritize yourself.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Well, we'll talk again soon. Again, thank you so much
Wait.
for jumping on to chat.
Okay, can't wait to talk to you again. Okay, bye bye. Be blessed and be
Bye.
safe.
Take care.